The Success Principles: How to Get from Where You Are to Where You Want to Be, by Jack Canfield. Stop with the complaints and excuses. Your life's destiny is your responsibility. Are you eager to abandon your frustrating daily routine and start experiencing the life you have always fantasized about? If so, let us embark on this journey. The first step in your quest towards personal and professional triumph is understanding that you pilot your own life. When we stumble, our first reaction is often to find a reason outside ourselves, placing the fault on circumstances beyond our control. But how these circumstances shape our future hinges largely on our reactions to them. Consider a scenario where you receive $400. You could splurge on a luxury item or invest it in a growth fund. If you choose the first option, you will quickly find your pockets empty. However, if you go with the latter, you will have laid the foundation of a potential profit-making enterprise. Clearly, the smarter choice, right? If you would like to see significant improvements in your life, it is time to modify your reactions. Frequently, we find it easier to gripe about our situation. However, if you dedicate more time to analyzing your lifestyle and decisions, it will become easier to determine whether you are headed towards success or not. For instance, you are either physically fit or not. Look into the reasons behind your current state. What are you doing or failing to do that has resulted in your current physical condition? Do you want to shed some weight? You must be cognizant of your daily food consumption and level of physical activity. Be sincere with yourself. Do you have a quality diet? Should you eliminate certain unhealthy foods? No one claims that transformation is a simple process. It demands self-control, consistency, and a willingness to try different approaches. Identifying your life's purpose can guide you towards a stronger understanding of success as it relates to your life. What if you are unsure about what personal success looks like for you? Do not worry, you are not alone. Take a pause and give yourself some time to reflect. A major step towards personal accomplishment involves exploring the following question: why do you exist on this planet? This life purpose exercise can be a tool to help you reveal the answer. To discover your purpose, single out 2 of your most prominent personality characteristics. Examine the way you engage with others, and then visualize your perfect world. Once you have done this, integrate these aspects into a statement of life purpose. You might come up with something like, my goal is to leverage my passion and honesty to encourage others to grow in their chosen fields, contributing to a world where individuals enjoy gratifying occupations. Your next step is to formulate a vision, a mental depiction of your ideal future. What would be your dream job? How much leisure time would you enjoy? What kind of companions would you have? 2 impactful visionaries were American President John F. Kennedy, who dreamt of sending a man to the moon, and civil rights leader Martin Luther King, who envisioned an America where everyone was free and equal. They turned seemingly impossible ideas into reality. Why not aspire to do the same? Once your vision is clear, deconstruct it into smaller goals that are ambitious, specific, and concrete. What do you want to achieve, and how much time do you need to make it a reality? For instance, aiming to be kinder to your staff is commendable, but it is not a goal that is specific or easily measured. A more definitive goal would be, I will recognize 6 staff members for their contribution to the latest project by the end of this week. Since you can track your progress, you will know if and when you have reached your goal. Formulating a goal for each part of your vision will bridge the distance between your present reality and ultimate triumph. When picturing your aspiration, you should be able to perceive it with all of your senses, as though it already exists. How do you propel yourself beyond your safe boundaries towards the realization of your vision? 2 practices, affirmation and visualization, can guide you. Affirmation is when you articulate your objective as though it has already come to fruition in a full sentence. The most potent affirmations are personal, optimistic, and succinct. For instance, I truly enjoy cruising along the freeway in my new yellow Lamborghini, is significantly more impactful and precise than merely saying, I desire a new car. Be specific about your goal and detail how it will look once accomplished. It is also crucial to incorporate into your affirmation how you will feel upon attaining your objective. Studies suggest that when we pair a thought with a potent emotion, it embeds more deeply into our memory. Therefore, I feel overjoyed while driving along the freeway in my new Lamborghini is an excellent affirmation. Once you have crafted your affirmations, link each with a vibrant image representative of your affirmation, referred to as visualization. To accomplish this, close your eyes and picture your affirmation in as much detail as you can. If your affirmation is, I take pleasure in unwinding in the sunroom of my villa in Madrid, envision the hues of your home, the decor in your sunroom, and so forth. Incorporate smells, sounds, and tastes into your mental imagery. How does it feel to lounge on the sofa in your sunroom? Can you hear the bustling street noise, or perhaps birds chirping? Ensuring your visualization is filled with emotions and sensory specifics intensifies the feeling, providing you with greater strength and momentum to accomplish your goal. To attain success, remain determined. Do not accept no as a final answer, and remember to hone your skills through constant practice. As you embark on your journey towards ultimate success, be ready to face potential hurdles and possibly rejection if you are reliant on others. Consider rejection merely as a detour on your success journey. If someone says no, persist until you hear yes. Keep your future course of action in mind. Harland Sanders, the founder of KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, faced his fair share of rejection. His business proposition was rejected over 300 times before finally someone said yes. If he had given up after the initial rejection, or 10 or 100, the world would not have known the more than 11,000 KFC outlets we have today. Similarly, acclaimed author Stephen King almost discarded the manuscript of his book Carrie after multiple initial rejections. But he refused to give up, resulting in Carrie selling over 4 million copies and even being adapted into a film. On your path towards your dream life, it is essential to strive for excellence in your endeavors. A crucial principle to emphasize is becoming an overachiever. Do not shy away from trying repeatedly and progress towards your goal one step at a time. Take the example of author Debbie Macomber. It took her 5 years of relentless effort before she could sell her first book. She spent 2.5 years writing whilst raising her children. Adding to the stress, her husband urged her to abandon her dream and return to work. Despite these challenges, Debbie remained confident in her abilities and devoted another 2.5 years to her dream. She endured financial constraints, missed out on vacations, and lost a significant amount of sleep. Ultimately, her efforts paid off. She has published over 100 books, many of which have become bestsellers. Now that you understand the power of perseverance, how can you let success come your way? Clear your agenda of pending tasks or projects. Complete them, assign them to others, postpone them, or eliminate them. Do what you have to do to clear your agenda. Having delved into the fundamentals of success, let us now focus on certain tasks you must finish before you can truly realize your dreams. First, be sure to tackle any unfinished business. Are there any projects you have cast aside or left incomplete? Do you need to clear out your closets or finalize your taxes from the previous year? These minor tasks will stay in the back of your mind, creating stress and distracting you, draining precious focus that could be put towards achieving your new, bigger objectives. Think of it this way. It is more beneficial to have 5 completed projects than to have 15 half-finished projects. An effective strategy is to designate a completion weekend, where you allocate time to resolve all lingering tasks. Be firm and be assertive. Either complete it, delegate it, postpone it, or just get rid of it, discard it. While it may not seem productive to delay a task, this is different from procrastination, as you are consciously deciding to defer the task. This cleaning up applies not only to physical tasks in your life, but also to your interpersonal relationships. Consider how much energy you dedicate to harboring resentment towards a colleague who took credit for your work, or a friend who is never available when you need them. In order to advance, you need to forgive and let go. Forgiving does not mean doing someone else a favor or becoming best friends with them. Instead, it means releasing the tension and moving on for your own benefit. Individuals who have managed to fully forgive often witness impressive outcomes. In such cases, they no longer suffer from chronic conditions like migraines, constipation, or other diseases. There was even an instance of a man losing 6 pounds within 2 days without altering his diet, just from the decreased stress. Imagine how amazing you would feel if you were suddenly at peace with everything. One efficient technique to facilitate forgiveness is to write a total truth letter to express your frustration. Jot down the issues that have upset you, and you will realize that acknowledging your hurt and resentment is the first step towards forgiveness. We are often the harshest critics when it comes to having faith in ourselves. Maintain a positive mindset. Once you have dealt with unfinished business, you will likely feel as though you have already made significant strides towards achieving your objectives. Now, let us ensure that your thought process aligns with your progress. Truth be told, we are often our own biggest roadblock. Many of us harbor self-defeating thoughts or limiting beliefs, focusing on what we perceive as our inabilities. This mindset can prove to be detrimental, as illustrated by the following example. A railway worker became stuck in a refrigerated freight carriage during a repair operation. Overcome with fear, he could not shake the idea of freezing to death and resolved to leave a final message for his family. He was, in fact, discovered dead the next morning in the carriage. Despite showing physical symptoms of hypothermia, the refrigeration system of the carriage was actually faulty, and the internal temperature was a mild 13 degrees Celsius. Essentially, the man succumbed to his own pessimistic thoughts. In order to thrive, you must curb, if not entirely eradicate, these negative thoughts. On closer examination, self-love often lies beneath self-criticism. You might think, I am overweight and inactive. But scrutinizing this thought reveals your underlying fear. You are fearful of falling ill due to excessive weight, and your self-criticism is a plea to yourself to take better care of your health. Deep down, what you are truly saying is, I care about my well-being. I want to be fit and robust, and I deserve to feel good about my body and health. This is a manifestation of self-love. By transitioning from self-judgment to acknowledging fear to a call for action, and finally recognizing love, you can transform your limiting beliefs into positive and constructive thoughts. So refrain from self-judgment and start speaking to yourself as though you truly appreciate your worth. Creating a support network filled with successful individuals can aid you in making your goals a reality. Personal determination is pivotal on your journey to success, but it is a journey you cannot undertake alone. Highly accomplished individuals always have others to guide or inspire them along the way. One approach is to form a support network. This can be done by assembling a mastermind group, a circle of supportive individuals with whom you can exchange ideas and tackle challenges. Think about identifying 6 individuals with whom you have a close relationship. Then organize scheduled meetings or virtual calls where each person gets 15 minutes to ask questions. To maximize the benefit from these sessions, each group member should be proficient at a skill you would want to acquire, or have accomplished a goal you desire. For instance, if you are a small-town business proprietor, consider including 1 or 2 prosperous entrepreneurs from your sector in your group. Other professionals, such as consultants, attorneys, or investment bankers, can also provide substantial assistance. Another impactful method to obtain support is to find a mentor. Though it may be tempting to seek advice from friends or colleagues, it is much more valuable to approach individuals who have already achieved what you aspire to accomplish. There is no need to hesitate about reaching out to successful people, as most will be keen to share their blueprint for success with you. For instance, when motivational speaker Les Brown began his career, only Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, a renowned motivational expert, believed in him. When Brown approached Peale, the latter was delighted to share his experiences and ensured that Brown was well prepared to become a successful coach and speaker. You can initiate this process by writing an email to someone you think would make an ideal mentor and ask if they could spare 15 minutes per month for you to exchange ideas and pose questions. Encourage others, and they will reciprocate. Forge sincere, significant bonds. To maximize the advantages of your support network, it is crucial that you first establish a foundation of sincerity and gratitude. This helps you develop meaningful connections. Speaking the truth can be intimidating. However, truthfulness is necessary if we are to cultivate and nurture our relationships with others. Reflect on the story of Jack Canfield and Larry Prince, founders of the nonprofit organization Foundation for Self-Esteem. These 2 gentlemen submitted a proposal to create a training program for job seekers to the Los Angeles County Office for Education. Yet, when they understood the constraints of the program, they decided to inform the county officers that they could not meet the regulations, thereby risking the loss of the competition and a $730,000 grant. Surprisingly, due to their honesty, they emerged as the winners of the competition. As with honesty, appreciation for others is often overlooked in relationships. In a survey involving about 200 firms, employees ranked appreciation as the top motivator from a list of 10 motivational themes. On the other hand, managers and supervisors positioned appreciation as the 8th spot It is evident that we desire more recognition at work, so ensure you do your part by showing appreciation for others. How can you demonstrate this? It varies based on the kind of person you are, whether you are auditory, visual, or tactile. The optimal approach to appreciate others is to determine what motivates them and use different methods to express appreciation. For example, you could invite someone to a meal, give them a supportive pat on the back, commend them over a call, or write them a gratitude note. But importantly, strive to be as genuine as possible. When the truth needs to be told, do not avoid sharing it, but also remember to respect and thank the individuals who support you. Being a prosperous individual involves more than merely having tons of money in the bank. Do you subscribe to the saying, "Money is the root of all evil"? If you do, it is essential that you redefine your understanding of prosperity. Many of us associate wealth strictly with financial resources, possessions, or material assets. But wealth does not stop there. It also encompasses intellectual, personal, and even societal dimensions. In terms of financial resources, you could ask the question, what are my objectives for my assets? And what kind of investments am I interested in? Beyond material possessions, strive to understand how your relationships, health, ethical standards, and habits intertwine with your wealth creation. Also, think about your education, your standing, and your competencies. With these factors in mind, you can begin to leverage your wealth to your benefit. Many financially prosperous individuals perceive their personal and intellectual resources as even more precious than their financial ones, recognizing that health, contentment, and relationships provide a groundwork for sustainable financial prosperity and a successful life. Another element significantly contributing to your personal contentment is dedicating your time to a meaningful cause. Assisting others has an astounding impact on keeping us happy and fulfilled in our lives. Research on volunteering indicates that individuals who help others live longer and healthier lives. Furthermore, those who begin volunteering and assisting others at a young age are more likely to experience a successful career in the future. Contemplate which causes resonate most with you. For instance, if you have a passion for reading, you could volunteer to read for visually impaired individuals. You could even launch a business that produces books for the visually impaired. To truly appreciate what life has to offer, you need to become prosperous, which signifies much more than just possessing financial assets. This concludes the Success Principles